Should a president have more sway over interest rate decisions?
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Amazon Business, focused on offering smart business buying solutions, leaving time to focus on growth. More at amazonbusiness.com.
I'm David Brancaccio in New York. As president, Donald Trump was sometimes critical of the Federal Reserve and its chairman, Jerome Powell. Now, candidate Trump is signaling that he would want to have more say on interest rate decisions should he regain the presidency. Most experts see the Fed's relative independence from politics as one pillar of U.S. economic strength. Marketplace's Nova Safo reports.
The former president has made no secret of his disagreements with Jerome Powell, even though he appointed Powell as Fed chair. Yesterday at a news conference at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida, Trump went further, saying Powell and the Fed have mistimed their policies. Trump said should he become president again, he would want to have influence over the direction of interest rates, which is a key function of the central bank tasked with setting monetary policy to keep inflation under control and employment healthy.
I feel the president should have at least say in there. Yeah, I feel that strongly. I think that in my case, I made a lot of money. I was very successful, and I think I have a better instinct than, in many cases, people that would be on the Federal Reserve or the chairman.
To be sure, the Fed has gotten plenty of heat from economists and investors. Criticisms include acting too late to rein in inflation and waiting too long to cut rates as inflation cools. But Trump is signaling a profound shift. Economists say the Fed's independence from political decisions is a big reason the dollar is the world's reserve currency, which in turn gives the federal government a near unlimited ability to borrow. Many also point to the Nixon era, when a Fed chair's decisions were influenced by the president, setting off persistently high inflation that lasted more than a decade. I'm Nova Safo for Marketplace.
Markets going into today, the S&P 500 stock index is down just 0.5% for the week so far. The NASDAQ is down 0.7% for the week so far, despite all the turbulence, especially that wild Monday. This morning, S&P futures are up 0.1%. NASDAQ futures are up 0.2%. Dow futures are down just slightly 10 points. The nonprofit Global Alliance for Responsible Media is closing up shop after X, formerly Twitter, sued alleging anti-competitive behavior. The alliance had pulled ads from X after Elon Musk took over. X calls it a victory for free speech. The Advertising Alliance says there's no merit to the antitrust lawsuit, but as a nonprofit, it can't stay in business in the face of it.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by C3 Generative AI. C3 Generative AI enables rapid access to secure, traceable, hallucination-free insights from enterprise systems, all while using any LLM, helping enterprises turn the invisible into the obvious. C3.ai. This is Enterprise AI. And by UKG. UKG is a partner that delivers HR, pay, time, and culture solutions designed to help build a great workplace for everyone. UKG, our purpose is people.
It's 2 years today since the CHIPS and Science Act became law. It's mainly about bringing back critical factories from overseas, especially advanced microchip manufacturing, in the interests of national security and American jobs. Today, a look at science, technology, engineering, and math-oriented careers, that is to say, STEM jobs, and who gets them, with a visit to a summer camp. Here's Kyra Buckley from Oregon Public Broadcasting.
Okay, ready? Let's start at the beginning. Listos.
Around 24 teenagers are rehearsing at Linfield University in McMinnville, Oregon. Dulce Luna Cabrera Gomez is a 16-year-old violinist.
I love music. I've gotten to a point where I really want to go far with it, to be honest, but I know the stability is an issue.
This is her first time at this mariachi STEAM camp, which is STEM plus A for art.
But when it's, STEAM mariachi camp, it's like all of these people got into science because of music.
She's played violin for almost 6 years, and her friend said she had to experience the STEAM camp.
Oh, you have to go. It's going to be so fun.
The camp started 8 years ago when Romana Flores, an employee at global chipmaker Intel, had a lunchtime conversation. She and a colleague were brainstorming how to get more Latinx kids into STEM careers when Flores said,
"Wouldn't it be cool if they actually could see how music was actually integrated in all these other careers?"
Like how reading music helps with understanding advanced math, or how playing in a band is similar to collaborating on a manufacturing team. Flores herself has an art degree and has worked as a business system analyst at Intel for more than a dozen years.
I share my example because it's important for students to recognize that they have choices, that they can actually find careers that incorporate their first passion.
Analysts predict the U.S. semiconductor industry will be short 67,000 engineers, technicians, and computer scientists by 2030. Meanwhile, Pew Research shows Hispanic workers hold less than 10% of STEM jobs. Intel has a major semiconductor manufacturing facility just outside of Portland and helps pay for the program. And despite announcing layoffs earlier this month, Intel still plans to fund the Mariachi STEAM Camp.
They were very supportive. They also helped us with kind of what community partners we could reach out to.
The overnight camp costs students no more than $40 for the week. The real cost is around $800 per camper. After morning music practice, students head to workshops to learn more about STEM fields. Danielle De Leon is a 30-year-old AI software engineer at Intel and camp instructor.
I'm going to go to the next song.
For De Leon, music has always been a part of his life.
My parents are musicians. They play in a trio, and they play boleros and old school Mexican music.
But De Leon says he didn't have his first engineering mentor until he got to college. That's when he became excited about figuring out the science behind how things work.
I could apply that to the stuff I was doing when I was putting a sub in my car.
He hopes campers connect with a mentor earlier than he did. Sabrera Gomez doesn't yet know what she wants to major in at college.
Right now, it's science and engineering that this week have really been like, whoa, to me. Like, all these workshops really have opened my eyes to it and how they connect with music.
Sabrera Gomez hopes to stay in touch with Flores, the camp director with an art degree working at Intel.
I really want to do something like her. I don't want to let go of music. I really don't.
She's already planning on attending camp next summer. In McMinnville, Oregon, I'm Kyra Buckley for Marketplace.
You can catch more of our coverage about access to careers of the future with our ongoing series, Jobs IRL, via marketplace.org. In New York, I'm David Brancaccio with our morning report. From APM, American Public Media.